Up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football. Ball 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 18.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
On the tackle.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Ravens.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Texans nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
Jackson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Boykin.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And a Raven 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. The 20, 10, and he will score. It's a touchdown.
Bradley Roby.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Texans 14, Ravens 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson now. It's complete to Brown, right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 14, Ravens 7.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 82 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
40 extra points.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And some room to roam now. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
23 yards.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
To Mark Andrews.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And that one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Ravens.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
By Whitney Merciless.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Carrier taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
For the Texans.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 14-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Jordan Akins. Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I got him. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 99. Check 99. At 55. At 41. We got to wedge that.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For Will Fuller. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little... bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jackson, option right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Andrews. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Ravens.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, Jackson.
Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Boykin. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Miles Boykin there to make the grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
The extra point.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The end result, 21 yards. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Check 41. 24. 24. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
On first down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
And 10.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Hey, 31. To the court. Slam.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second down at 5.
Watch the slam. Hey, 4-1 Mike. Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's baby side.
Watson again. This is Johnson.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the...
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it.
It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 81 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 31-31.
Here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without...
And this is going to be intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Johnson. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Come on, QB, come on. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Come on.
Now it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
At the 11.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Again, it's Johnson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also, on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
This will make it into the end zone.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Today's final score, Texans.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Houston, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you wasn't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again just to let it go. I live in bottom. Me being so for me and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the little go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed.